Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. My name is Yus Naini, and I want to share with you a very personal story, one that might sound familiar to many of you watching this today. Just over 2 months ago, I crossed the milestone, my 60th birthday. I'm currently completing my bachelor's degree in Islamic Studies with honors in Islamic Management, with just 2 more semesters to go. You might wonder, why is someone nearly 60 pursuing an undergraduate degree? The answer is simple. I believed that filling my life with education would keep my mind sharp and active. I thought that by challenging my brain with 3.5 years of intensive study, I was doing everything right to protect my cognitive health. But then something happened that I wasn't expecting. Certainly not this soon. I started experiencing what I used to hear others joke about, those senior moments. You know the feeling. You walk into a room with a clear purpose and the suddenly blank. You stand there trying to remember what you came to get. It takes several moments, sometimes longer, for your brain to reconnect with your original intention. The first time this happened, I laughed it off. The second time, I was a bit concerned. By the third and fourth time, I was genuinely worried. Here I was, actively studying, challenging my mind daily, and yet these memory lapses were happening. I thought this kind of forgetfulness wouldn't start until someone was in their 70s or 80s, not at 60, and certainly not while I was actively engaged in learning. That's when I knew I had to find answers. As a student of Islamic studies, I've always believed that knowledge is the key to solving problems. So I began researching. I discovered the fascinating field of neuroscience, the modern scientific study of how our brains actually work. And what I learned was both enlightening and hopeful. The reason our brains sometimes stop functioning at their peak isn't because they're wearing out. It's because the connection pathways, known as neural pathways, aren't being activated effectively. Think of it like roads in a city. If certain routes aren't used regularly, they become less efficient, harder to navigate. But here's the remarkable part. These pathways can be strengthened and new ones can be created through the right kind of mental exercise. As a student of Islamic studies, I began to see something profound. I started connecting what modern neuroscience teaches us with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to us 1400 years ago. The Quran mentions the nasiya, the forehead region, and modern neuroscience has discovered this is exactly where our prefrontal cortex is, the area responsible for memory, decision-making, and cognitive control. Then it hit me. Our hufaz, those blessed individuals who have memorized the entire Quran, they've been using neuroscience principles all along. For centuries, they've been employing methods that fire neural pathways together, creating strong, lasting memory networks. The chunking method, repetition, rhythm, melody, these aren't just traditional teaching techniques. They're sophisticated brain training methods that align perfectly with what modern science tells us about optimal learning and memory formation. I became excited. If this was the answer, surely there must be apps or programs designed specifically around these neuroscience principles for Quran memorization. I searched everywhere. I tried different apps, different online platforms, but I couldn't find a single one that truly incorporated the neuroscience-based chunking method in the way that would maximize brain connectivity and memory formation. That's when I made a decision that would change my life and hopefully yours too. I decided to create the solution myself. I hired a skilled programmer, and together we developed Hafal Quran Online, an app specifically designed around neuroscience principles using the chunking method that actually rewires your brain for better memory and cognitive function. I became my own first test subject. Every day I used the app, following the chunking methodology that we had programmed into it, and something amazing happened. Within weeks, I noticed my memory improving. Those frustrating moments of forgetting why I walked into a room became less frequent. My ability to recall information during my studies sharpened. My mind felt more alert, more connected. I wasn't just memorizing Quran, I was literally rewiring my neural pathways in my brain for better cognitive function. I realized that I'd stumbled upon something bigger than just an app. I had found a way to combine the spiritual benefits of Quran memorization with the practical benefits of cognitive enhancement, a way to strengthen both faith and mind simultaneously. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you or someone you love is experiencing similar concerns about memory and cognitive health. Maybe you've noticed the same senior moments I was experiencing. Maybe you're worried about what the future holds. I want to share with you the same solution that helped me, Hafal Quran Online. This isn't just another Quran app. This is a scientifically designed brain training program that happens to use the most beautiful and meaningful content possible, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The app uses the chunking method to break down verses into small, manageable pieces that your brain can easily process and remember. Each chunk is designed to create and strengthen neural pathways. The repetition patterns follow neuroscience principles for optimal memory consolidation. As you progress through the program, you're not just memorizing, you're literally rewiring your brain for better cognitive function. When you use Hafal Quran Online consistently, you're not just gaining the spiritual rewards of Quran memorization, you're also strengthening your memory and cognitive function, building neural pathways that resist age-related decline. You're engaging in the most effective form of brain exercise available. You're protecting yourself from the cognitive decline that leads to dependency and expensive care. The brain changes we want to make don't happen overnight, but they also don't wait for us to be ready. Every day we delay is another day our neural pathways are expanding. I wish I had started this journey earlier. I wish I had understood the connection between Quran memorization and brain health when I was younger. But the second best time to start is now. I'm launching a Hafal Quran Online very soon, and this is your opportunity to join me and thousands of others in this life-changing journey. Visit Hafal Quran Online today to sign up for early access. Be among the first to experience this unique combination of spiritual growth and cognitive enhancement. Don't let forget from this rob you of your independence, your relationships, or your peace of mind. Don't let your children worry about expensive care options for you in the future. Take control of your cognitive health today while strengthening your relationship with Allah's words. Your brain is waiting to be rewired. Your memory is waiting to be strengthened. The Quran is waiting to transform both your mind and your heart. Join me at Hafal Quran Online. Barakallahu fikum, and I'll see you inside the app.